Hello, everybody. My name is Elijah Desmond, and I'm your host today with the Backstage Pass podcast. And we have with me the one, the only, the incredible Shannon Mackey. How you doing, Shannon?
I'm doing so great. Hello, everybody. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. So, Shannon, we are recording this podcast and interviewing all of the members of the Backstage Pass. And I always start like this. Shannon, take me back to whenever Shannon wore a size 2 shoe and she was a little girl. Fast forward me in 5 minutes from your little childhood self up to when you got to owning the marketing agency that you own. Take me up to there, and then I'm going to ask some more questions when you get there. But give me a 5 minute overview of little Shannon.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, I lived little cute Shannon. She was so cute. She was really shy, but then she had just a little energy about her. She lived in a house of entrepreneurs. Daddy owned the town grocery store. So we were busy and we were romping through, kind of lived a charm life on a lake. Then when she turned 6, she started water skiing and just, having the little charm life. Very fun. I mean, I was born in 68, so we're in the glory days in the 70s, having fun with some great music there. On the beach jamming out with our 8-track tapes. And moving into that would be me helping my father, who had become an insulator because my mother left. So my charm life swapped really fast when I was 13. My mom left, and my dad became an insulator, and I became an assistant manager to Alfie's Pizza Take and Bake back in the day, and we made great money, and I taught him how to do it, so he started his own company. So I was 16, starting his company for him, and then I fell in love with it. I did go into dental at 18, 17, and learned dental assisting. But then I started marketing all of my doctors. Here's this snotty nose, scrawny little 17, 18-year-old telling them how to go from a heart and a tooth to Michael Kozarski. You want to be the cosmetic dentist. And I fell in love with it. So worked for some absolutely amazing dentists, made them very, very popular. Did a lot of hands-on LVI and Hornbrook Group and just all those glory days, right? Started my agency in 1999. I think I'm one of the oldest agencies out there. So we've been doing it for about 26 years. And as you can tell, I'm as passionate and innovative as I was in the very beginning when we started our agency. It was 1999, and all the websites were so ugly. And cosmetic dentistry was at the all-time high, man. It was the glory days for that. And I wanted a white website with thin lines, like a fashion website, and a dropping pearl. And I built it pixel by pixel, and then we just blew up because everybody wanted it. And so that's kind of where I'm at, like what's next in dentistry, because there's so many different changes that is what I've been obsessed with for the past couple years.
That's awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody that's watching this video. Many of you might be on the website right now, but the Backstage Pass is Shannon's work of art. Like literally all of the words that you see and how well they are articulated and how well the site is laid out. And the videos, like, oh my gosh, the videos, and not the video you're watching now. This is a podcast. This is my everybody has their own qualities, right? This is my qualities, a regular video, but the videos with all of the founders and it was so awesome to see you sit back and on this director's chair with your little cute scarf and you're just like directing exactly how the questions and interviewing us with a really intentional storytelling and helping us to really take our brand messaging and make it really clear and concise. And then you see this beautiful video. So go check out the website. If you're on it, you're probably on it. You might not be. Maybe you are at the Backstage Pass website. And then look at the videos. And then also like look at the colors of the logo. Look at the colors of my logo, the Backstage Pass logo. it was all that's all Shannon. And so I think that I mean, this podcast is probably gonna be the best one because they can just look around and see everything. And so that was what you created. I loved it. You dig
Thank
into
you.
people's stories, absolutely. And pretty soon, like you did so much so good with the Backstage Pass website.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna hire you for Dental Pitch Brokerage's
Let's
website.
go.
And then and that's going to be a new website too for that. So look, I'm super excited. That's just really me giving you your flowers so people can
Thank
really
you.
see like, oh my God, she's the one who created this site.
I
Um,
love it. It's my passion. And you know it's like I just like live for it. And all the people that I've met and the brand stories,
yes,
they're just it's phenomenal people. So how much fun am I having? Loads.
yeah,
Like
right. You're
I
having a ton
can
of fun.
yeah, ton of fun.
So before we jump in, can you please describe like what you really do in your own words?
Yeah. So basically branding is people get really comfortable and they get really afraid of putting themselves out there to who they truly are and what they truly do. They end up sounding vanilla like everybody else, right? So, really, my brilliance and what I do is yes, we are a digital marketing agency. Yes, we build websites, that foundational piece for brand. But more importantly, we build that brand messaging around creating content, creating videos, creating social media content, AI content, SEO content, everything. And then creating a real strategic omnipresence strategy and putting it on all the top channels that people who want your service are at the right time and telling stories of being a thought leader, getting rid of barriers, building trust in relationships. It really in 2025, 2026, really. We're just there in 2026, right? And beyond. That's what we're doing. How are we doing it? Through SEO, AI SEO, local SEO, campaigns, paid ads, um, brand awareness ads, or is it getting new patient ads? And that omnipresence, video content that we create to make it easy on the doctors. So we're a
Makes
full
sense.
stack marketing agency.
Full service. And so for the people who are not marketing experts, like most of the dentists watching, can you like dive a little bit deeper into omnipresence and what it truly means to have omnipresence marketing?
Yeah, I mean, I had to learn it myself, right, a couple years ago because in other industries, it was a normal conversation or omni-channel, right? In dentistry, it's always just a little bit slower how we, bring things in. Even using a CRM, I'm still explaining to doctors that we need to see where our leads are coming in and then how we're communicating to them. So because we have a CRM and a marketing dashboard, we're teaching that also, right? But why I mention that is because we want to see where the patients are coming in. It's just marketing is broken and it's hard and it's more expensive. And it's because a few things after COVID, right? And just how we are now. I mean, it's 5 years later. It
Yeah.
is what we're dealing with is social media subscribers have doubled. We have so many social channels to where our avatars are living on. Where are they at? And how they're taking in information, and people are living on those channels and how they do take in information. I mean, ChatGPT is my new boyfriend. I mean, it's just like I don't even know what I do without him. And now search is there, right? It's taking over search. So that's really what omnipresence is creating the right kind of strategy or content and putting it on the channels enough times so they fall in love with you. So you are in front of them when they are ready for a doctor, when they are ready for a dentist. And so it's a lot of different touch points that they need because, this little finger right here is our enemy. We have a nanosecond to win their favor and their love when they're ready. So we want you everywhere, and that is the omni dentist or the omnipresence, omni-channel marketing that we do.
Awesome. I love that. Omni dentist. I would probably go trademark that. That's
We already
amazing.
did.
Oh,
We already
that is so awesome. Awesome. So what tell everybody what is the specific problem in dentistry that made you start your company?
You know what? I kind of mentioned it. Like why we started was everybody knocked on our door. Everybody wanted a Rice Sport website. Like I made it
Mhm.
for him. I was, the main person. I was working for him and we created that and we innovated. He had to look and feel different and it was just the right time for that. So that is the same with omnipresence is what is next? What do people need? And we know people have changed so much. Our croc brains are on fire. They're fragile. It's like what they see. Technology, AI. I'm obsessed with AI. I literally am. It is making it, honestly, everyone's like, it's going to take my job. I don't care about that. No, it's not. It's leveling people up to become strategists, to use their brain and having the machine AI do uh a better job at what some people were just plugging along and it's just a job for them. But now that we can really care for our doctors and even in dentistry, it's they can use AI so then they can up level their team to really take care of their patients. It's really the same in marketing. So just being really innovative in that.
If you had to sum up one differentiator in just a single line that separates you from other marketing agencies, what would it be?
I'm so I like a lot of words. One line. Okay, let's say. Um, I would have to say I get so excited about innovation that works. I want to
All
prove
right.
it out. I want to see metrics and numbers, and that's what we're about.
Awesome. I absolutely love that. What is a common misconception that dentists get around marketing agencies, and how are you different? How do you debunk that misconception?
There's I don't even know if they're misconceptions, honestly, Elijah. It's true. There's just a lot of bad marketing out there. It's like
Mhm.
if it's the same, if it's stock images, if it's just basic, it's not enough. And the doctors need to be educated. They're afraid to dig into it and really do marketing right because it is more expensive, right? But there's different ways that we make it to where they can 10x if they're doing it correctly because we're looking at the internal and the external of marketing and higher quality patients. So that is, I would say, the negative is that it's hard to choose a dentist because no one wants to go to the dentist. It's hard to choose a marketing agency because, well, a lot of them suck and it's hard and they can't see. It's like, oh, you have some clicks coming in. They have no idea why I don't have new patients. So it's just a really ugly conversation. So I kind of agree with them on that. The differentiator and the difference is that we're very open and transparent, that we get it. But this is what makes us different is because we have solved that problem by innovating.
Absolutely, and I can totally relate with you because I used to own a marketing agency for 5 years, and you're right. Look, does the other marketing suck? That could be a strong word, but that's what it is. You just call it like it is, and the reason is because they haven't did enough time in our industry specifically. Like there's a lot of marketing agencies that come and they promise the world, and that the reason why they promise the world is they have to in order to get work, and then they just simply don't deliver. There's something to be said about you being in the industry and constantly evolving for 26 years. And oh, by the way, how many dental practices do you currently work with?
450 active marketing clients, and then about
Well,
250 like hosting and stuff like that are retiring.
there's a reason for that. there's a reason why you've been in business for so long. There's a reason why you have that many clients is because the stuff that you are doing has evolved over time and you're constantly growing from a long time ago. You're talking about when websites just started, right? Uh,
Right.
I I mean, you just made
Yeah.
me and you made me envision this white website with stripes coming down in a little a pearl, right? Like you actually brought that to life for me. So that's the reason, in my opinion, that other marketing agency, a lot. Now, I'll say all. There's a lot of really
Oh,
good
no, no,
marketing
no.
agencies,
There's a good 30% out there that I really respect,
and
honestly.
and I would say 10% if I had to guess. because I was in the space, and at the end of the day, you guys have done great, and you should be super proud of what you do. Now, let's
Thank
go to your core values. So, Backstage as an organization with the Backstage Pass was built on kindness, abundance, and fun. How do these values show up in your company culture? And before you say that, I just want to tell you, I was stalking your page, your Instagram page, like, I don't know, maybe a couple days ago, and I seen you guys interviewing each other, and it was like a Brady Bunch, and you flipped your hair back, showed all that personality. But so I'm like, oh my God, this is fun. This is fun. Tell us about your company. Like let's dig into the people right behind like your dental practice. If you're listening, like
you.
your dental practice is built because you have an amazing team, right? Or you're trying to
Yes.
get one. Tell me about the team. Tell me about the culture. Tell me about your team. How do you and your team surround yourself around those core values?
Well, and I love that you brought that up with the dentist and the listeners because that's what we do when we market them. And the doctor doesn't just want to be a one-man show either. He wants to be the brand and the team. And really, when they come to life and have so much fun, they're just like, this was the funnest day ever. And it really brings team together because they get to share those moments. And that really is what marketing is about, is sharing that.
Right.
And
He or she, right? Both. We got 50% now are women dentists.
oh yeah, right, right, right. They,
Yes.
all of our
Absolutely.
beautiful people, right? Um,
Absolutely.
but I would have to start with I run the company with my two sons.
Mhm.
And my son, who is my CMO, he started at 16 and I let him get beat up. I mean, the designers and he was this cocky little kid and came in and he really learned the business, right? And we've been through so many changes. He's now 31, so he's been doing it for quite some time. Same with that is we're very like family, but get business done, sir. That sort of thing. And you can go to our website, marketlydigital.com, and go to the team page. There's a little video of everybody of something that they love to do or being cute or quirky. It's like someone's fishing, someone's golfing, and it's just this little video bit. So you get to see our team, and they loved putting that out there. And so marketing needs to be fun. It's like because it's all metrics and numbers and that sort of thing. So we're very corny. I mean, I just put up there, I woke up, Elijah, I went to bed and I was like, you know how they say go to bed and you're getting in theta and you're like, I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to solve this big problem. I'm going to solve this big problem. I just got back from Italy and I'm wearing my little beautiful silk nightgown and I come into the bathroom because you think, the wind is blowing and it's a beautiful morning and you walk in and the birds are chirping and I look in the mirror and I belly laugh. My hair is like, I don't even know what I did last night. I'm like, what? And I had to document it and share it with the world because I solved the problem, right? And I just like wanted to speak to people's hearts that it's like we all have problems in our business. Like, let's have those conversations. Like, seriously, marketing is it's not a fluffy make me a website and give me a little SEO or a little bit of campaigns. This is these doctors' business. This is their legacy. They have poured into it millions of dollars. They have this team relying on them. I worked in the industry and I have best friends that are dentists. And, Clinical Mastery Series is my cousin. I got her into dentistry. Like, it's in my cellular, right? And so just to go, oh yeah, in marketing, people leave after 6 or 9 months, and that's just the churn in marketing. I'm like, that's a broken system. That's where I really got obsessed about what is the solution. But in that intensity and that sort of thing, you have to have fun. And you have to say, how can we light them up? How can we get those new patients in? I have an all team meeting. I have 45 employees. And in our pods, we go over all the wins that we found for our clients. Because why? Because if you live in wins, you find more wins. And so every day I have 45 employees. How are we winning? How are we winning for our clients? How are we winning? This isn't winning. We got to win. This isn't winning. We got to win. Because I want to share this. I want rocket ships. I want hearts that are, blowing up our Brady Bunch of, our global team here. That's why our team has so much fun. And the energy of abundance is we will win.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, can you give an example or share a story of a client, whether it was a emerging group, a private practice dentist? Give an example of a success story that you've had recently.
Oh my, well, okay. Well, I have a couple because I just got an email this morning of a client that she's been practicing for 14 years, but just built her legacy practice, Prism in Gilbert, Arizona, and she just was fabulous, right? But she could not get the new patients in. An amazing practice, and went through three marketing agencies and really trusted us. It was hard for her and her husband, but they went all in. We're on the second month, Elijah, and she goes, "We got more virtual consults in the past month, and we've only been working with her for 2 months, over the past 6 months. Our phone's ringing," and she just went over within 2 months what we're doing for them. And she's like, "Amazing. I couldn't be more excited," all of those things. So that was just today's win. It's top of mind. Another one is that there's a really cool gal in Texas. She had three locations, Brush 365, cute as a button, right? Well, she now has four locations, right? And she's going to go to six. But she was kind of doing it herself. Like, she's kind of wicked smart, but she's also really busy. And it was just messy. It just wasn't hitting because it wasn't the right strategy and messages. And emerging groups, they have to kind of roll up their sleeves and do a lot of it themselves in the beginning. So we totally get it. So once we launched her, and it's like at about 90 days, she sent us an email of a client that sent, she goes, "I had a patient come in and they're just like, 'I'm so excited to be here. I feel like I'm with the Elvis Presley of dentistry. I see you everywhere.'" And I'm like, "Yes, omnipresence."
That's
So,
awesome.
and then when they're telling us they added another chair, right? They opened up another operatory. They got two more associates. They're going into their next location. We hear that all the time, but what I love about that is we're not just a marketing agency, we're their strategic market for growth. And that's why I love Backstage so much, is because I have a solution for every problem my practice has. And I had one coach, like a team coach, go into a practice, five associates, four hygienists, huge, huge practice he just launched. And he was sweating it, Elijah. He's just like, "Shannon," well, he's from Alabama. He's like, "Shannon, I got to learn to become a CEO this year." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Dr. Northcutt, I got you." And instantly, within 3 months, he is a new man, turn the numbers around. Absolutely incredible, because we can market all day long and bring in the patients, but then that butts up against operations. So, like, well, how do we solve that problem? We need people to help us with those. So that's where I'm really happy to be here, but that is part of our success.
That's awesome. And just tell me a little bit more. I mean, Backstage is all of these dental entrepreneurs serving dental practices, and we're all like sharing ideas that work and don't work to grow the practices. I mean, it almost makes us like every single person, every single resource, every member of Backstage. It almost makes us all super consultants because we have a solution for all things. But tell us, how has it been being in the community yourself and Backstage?
Oh my gosh. Well, I will be really honest and transparent that this is the first time I've put myself out there like that, and I've been in the industry for 26 years. I've
Hmm.
stayed behind my desk. Well, you can't tell it on this call, but I'm an introvert. Like, I have to, like, after being in public, well, I need to go to bed earlier. I need to, I can only do so much, right? I have never been so excited about the industry, my work, the work that we're doing, because dentistry in the next 5 years, I believe in supporting, um, I would say, private practice that's bringing in the associates and that are doing those really things, but it's really the emerging groups that, two brothers are getting together and a dad, and they're really trying to serve their communities and growing that. You really have to do that in dentistry, and to be able to serve them fully. And I couldn't have done it all by myself. I absolutely wasn't doing it by myself. But when I'm in sitting in a fun environment with this abundant mindset in every single human that I literally just got chills talking about it. I kid you not. I've never experienced it before, and I couldn't be more excited that it's not even fulfilling and making sure I'm getting the best results for my clients' relationships, because that means a lot to me. I seriously never thought I'd say I love my people. Like I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to go to the retreats and that sort of thing. Like I'm like, like, okay, I gotta lose 10 pounds. We're going to Colombia, and I'm like, oh, motivation, let's go. Let's like because it rises you up in every avenue of your life. Because business
Yeah.
is business, which is, why we're here. But if we can get healthy together and we can check in our families and we can help solve each other, problems or even just talk about it, right? In a very safe place. It doesn't exist. It does not exist out there. Not that I found, right? In this way that I felt safe enough to come into this community and to accomplish what we're accomplishing. It's an absolute it's a disruptor.
Oh wow. Well, I love it. Everybody loves you backstage. And the cool part is you get to record all of them and see all of their videos and put them up on the beautiful website. Shannon, for the people who are interested in reaching out to you to inquire about your services, what's the best way to reach out to you?
Well, I would give them my mobile, like give me a call, 425-515-2468. Who do we appreciate? Because I'm the cheerleader in my company. But really, probably the easiest would go to Marketly Digital, and any form fill will come to my assistant and I'll see it. So I would love to chat with them if they had any questions.
Awesome. That sounds good, Shannon. Well, for those of you who have listened to this, please make sure that you listen to all of our podcasts with the Backstage Pass. We are here as a community to serve you. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.